Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel where we make learning fun and easy. Lesson 24, Levels of Biological Organization. Today we're going to explore the levels of biological organization. So get ready to learn how life is organized in a hierarchy from tiny atoms to the whole biosphere. We're going to start at the bottom of the hierarchy and work our way up. First, let's talk about atoms. Everything in the universe is made of atoms, which are tiny particles that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by ordinary chemical means. Atoms are the smallest unit of matter. Atoms come together to form molecules. Two or more atoms combine to form a molecule. A molecule is a group of two or more atoms held together by chemical bonds. An example of a molecule is water, which is made of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. Molecules are important because they form the basis of all biological structures and processes. Moving up the ladder, we have organelles. Some molecules are very large and important for life. They are called biological molecules. Examples include carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. These large molecules are assembled into tiny structures called organelles. An organelle is a specialized structure within a cell that performs a particular function. Examples of organelles include the nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. You can think of organelles as the different rooms in a house. Each room has a different function, just like organelles have different functions within the cell. Next, we have cells. Cells are the fundamental units of life. All living things are made of cells. Even the simplest organisms are composed of at least one cell. Cells are the smallest units that can carry out all the processes of life, such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. There are two main types of cells, prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells are simple cells that do not have a nucleus or other membrane-bound organelles. Bacteria are examples of prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are more complex cells that do have a nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. Plants and animals are made of eukaryotic cells. Cells are highly organized structures that contain all the necessary components to maintain life. Inside cells, biological molecules and organelles work together to carry out all the processes that keep the organism alive. When cells grow and divide, the new cells can become specialized, meaning they take on a specific job. For example, some cells may become muscle cells, which allow the organism to move, while others may become nerve cells, which carry messages throughout the body. Specialized cells have unique shapes and chemical changes in their cytoplasm to help them do their jobs. For example, muscle cells are elongated and contain contractile proteins that allow them to shorten and generate force, while nerve cells have long extensions that allow them to transmit signals over long distances. Specialized cells are an important part of the hierarchy of biological organization because they allow organisms to perform complex functions. Next, we have tissues. In multicellular organisms, groups of similar specialized cells work together to perform a specific function. These groups of cells are called tissues. There are four main types of tissues in animals: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. Epithelial tissue is a sheet of cells that covers a body surface or lines a cavity. It provides protection and acts as a barrier against the external environment. Connective tissue supports and connects other tissues and organs. It also transports materials throughout the body. Muscle tissue is responsible for movement. It allows organisms to interact with their environment. Nervous tissue is a specialized tissue that transmits signals throughout the body. It allows organisms to respond to stimuli in their environment. Plants also have specialized tissues. For example, vascular tissue transports water and nutrients throughout the plant, while other tissues provide support and protect the plant from external threats. Next, let's talk about organs. Organs are made of different tissues working together for a common function. For example, the heart is an organ that pumps blood throughout the body. It is made of muscle tissue, connective tissue, and nervous tissue. The lungs are another example of an organ. They are responsible for gas exchange, taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. They are made of epithelial tissue and connective tissue. In plants, leaves are organs that carry out photosynthesis, using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to produce food for the plant. Roots are also organs. They anchor the plant in place and absorb water and nutrients from the soil. The next level in the hierarchy of biological organization is organ systems. Organ systems are groups of organs that work together to perform major functions in the body. For example, the digestive system breaks down food and absorbs nutrients. It includes organs like the stomach, intestines, and liver. The circulatory system transports materials throughout the body. It includes organs like the heart, blood vessels, and blood. The nervous system coordinates body activities by transmitting signals. It includes organs like the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. Plants also have organ systems. The root system anchors the plant and absorbs water and nutrients. The shoot system carries out photosynthesis and produces flowers and seeds. At the top of the biological organization ladder, we have organisms. Organisms are complete living things. They are made up of multiple organ systems that work together to keep the organism alive. For example, a human being is an organism made up of several organ systems, including the digestive system, circulatory system, and nervous system. A tree is an organism made up of the shoot system and root system. Organisms are the level at which all the previous levels of biological organization come together to create a complete, fully functioning living being. Beyond organisms, the hierarchy continues. There are several higher levels of biological organization. A population is a group of individuals of the same species living in the same area. A community is all the populations of different species that live and interact in the same area. An ecosystem includes the community of organisms and their physical environment. The biosphere is the highest level of biological organization. It encompasses all ecosystems on Earth. It includes all living things and the environments they inhabit. In summary, the levels of biological organization form a hierarchy. They build on each other and work together to sustain life. Starting from the smallest level, we have atoms, which combine to form molecules. Molecules form organelles, which are found inside cells. Cells are the basic units of life and can become specialized to perform specific functions. Similar specialized cells form tissues. Different tissues combine to form organs. Organs work together in organ systems, and all these levels work together to form an organism. Beyond organisms, the levels continue with populations, communities, ecosystems, and the biosphere. Each level of biological organization is essential for life as we know it. Understanding these levels helps us appreciate the complexity and interconnectedness of the natural world. Now, let's check your understanding with a quick quiz. Choose the best answer for each question. Question 1. Which of the following is the smallest level of biological organization? Atom, B, cell, C, organism, D, ecosystem. Answer: A, atom. Question 2. What is the name of the structure that carries out photosynthesis in plants? Stomach, B, leaf, C, xylem, D, neuron. Answer: B, leaf. Question 3. Which level of biological organization includes all the populations in an area? Community, B, ecosystem, C, biosphere, D, organism. Answer: A, community. Question 4. How are tissues formed? By the division of specialized cells. B, by the joining of similar atoms. C, by the grouping of similar specialized cells. D, by the combination of different types of organs. Answer: C. By the grouping of similar specialized cells. Question 5. What is an organ system? A. A group of similar cells. B. A group of different tissues. C. A group of organs that work together. D. A complete living organism. Answer C. A group of organs that work together. If you got most of these questions right, you have a good understanding of the levels of biological organization. Keep up the great work. If you need help with any of the questions, review the concepts and try again. Thank you for watching this lesson. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'll be happy to help you. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on any of our fun and engaging science lessons. Have a great day and keep learning.